Okay, looking at the website, we've already determined two of the dimensions, width and depth, of our desired raised bed garden. Now there's only one dimension left, since this is a three-dimensional object here. That is length, and we don't know what that is. That's going to be determined by our material constraints, right? 60 feet of 2x6 boards. Now, I actually noticed reading this that you need 1 foot of depth, right? And what it recommends here to do is to use 2x6 pieces of wood, two of them stacked on top of one another to achieve that 1 foot of depth. So if we take those 2x6 boards, that's 6 inches right there, that's 6 inches right there. So if we stack those on top of each other, that's our desired foot of depth. So we'll just do that with all the boards, and we'll get actually now 30 feet of 2x12 boards, right? That's half the length since we stacked them on top of each other. Now with this 30 feet, we know that is going to be the total perimeter of the bed. That is all the wood that we have to make the width plus the length plus the width plus the length. So that's 2 widths, 2 lengths, right? The perimeter is 2 widths plus 2 lengths. And you could really say that this 30 feet is our perimeter because that's the total amount of boards we have to make those 4 walls. So 30 equals 2W. And we know that we want to use 4-foot widths. So 2W is really just 8 feet. And since L is undetermined so far, you can see that here, that is our variable that we're going to solve for. So using doing this equation is pretty simple. You subtract 8 from each side, you get 22 equals 2L, then you divide each side by 2, you get 11 equals L. So the length is 11 feet. Let's put that in there. So these are our total dimensions, right? So as far as I'm concerned, I'm ready to build our raised bed garden. Can put those 4 walls together by having 2 walls of 4 feet and 2 walls of 11 feet and just screwing it all together. Make sure those boards are double thick, so it's a total of 12 inches or 1 foot high. And now once I have that enclosure, I really need to figure out how much soil I need to get in there, because I mean I don't really have any good soil, and I'm gonna have to order that probably. I need to see how many cubic feet that is. So cubic feet is a measure of volume, and if you remember anything about volume, it is length times width times depth. Some people call it height, depth, depends where you're looking at it from, but it's the same dimension. So volume of the soil that will fit inside this enclosure is the length times the width times the depth of the raised bed garden. It's 11 times 4 times 1. Notice that these are all in feet. If any of these were in inches, we would get a bad value. We wouldn't get cubic feet. These are all, this is 11 feet times, 11 feet times 4 feet times 1 foot. If you calculate that, that's 40 feet, 44 feet cubed, or cubic feet, 44 cubic feet. And that is the total amount of soil that we're going to need to fill up that raised bed garden. So unless I'm going to haul numerous bags, probably 40 or 50 pound bags from Home Depot to my house, I think I'll probably just get a pickup truck and fill it up with 44 cubic feet from a garden supply center.